Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel USA Rare Coin 786, the place where we explore rare coins, valuable currencies, and the fascinating stories behind them. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting British coin, the 1992 10 pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary coin used in everyday transactions in the United Kingdom, but when we take a closer look we discover that this coin carries history, royal symbolism, and even collector value. So if you enjoy learning about world coins and discovering which coins might be worth more than their face value, make sure you watch this video until the end. Introduction to the 10 pence coin. The 10 pence, commonly known as the coin, is part of the modern decimal currency system of the United Kingdom. It was introduced on the 15th of February, 1971 during a major change in the British currency system known as Decimal Day. Before that time, the UK used a much more complicated system of pounds, shillings and pence. When the new decimal system began, the 10 pence coin replaced the old 2 shilling coin, which had almost the same value. The 10 pence coin quickly became one of the most widely used coins in the UK because it represents 1/10 of a British pound. The 1992 10 pence coin. Now let's focus specifically on the 1992 10 pence coin. The year 1992 is interesting because it was near the end of the first large version of the 10 pence coin. Originally the coin was quite large, almost the same size as the old 2 shilling coin. However, in 1992 the Royal Mint decided to reduce the size of the 10 pence coin to make it smaller and lighter. This means there are actually two types of 1992 10 pence coins. The large version. The smaller redesigned version. Because of this transition year, the 1992 10 pence coin has become interesting for collectors. Obverse Queen Elizabeth. Let's talk about the front side, also called the obverse of the coin. On this side, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth, the longest reigning monarch in British history. The portrait shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown often used in official coin portraits. Around the portrait we can read the Latin inscription, Elizabeth D.G REG F.D. This inscription stands for Elizabeth Dei Gratia Regina Defensor. In English it means Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. This traditional title has appeared on many British coins for centuries and represents the monarchy's historic role. The portrait used on the 1992 coin was designed by the famous sculptor Raphael, whose portrait of Queen Elizabeth appeared on British coins from 1985 to 1997. Reverse the 10 pence design. Now let's turn the coin over and look at the reverse side. The reverse of the 1992 10 pence coin features the design of a lion passant guardant crowned, which is a lion walking with one paw raised while facing forward and wearing a crown. This lion is an important symbol in British heraldry and represents strength, courage, and royal authority. It is also part of the royal coat of arms of the United Kingdom. Below the lion you will see the number 10 representing the value of the coin, along with the word pence. The year 1992 is also displayed on the coin. The reverse design was created by the designer Christopher Ironside, who designed many coins when the UK switched to decimal currency. Coin specifications. Let's look at some important technical details of the 1992 10 pence coin. The large version of the coin has weight about 11.31 grams, diameter about 28.5 millimeters, metal composition nickel. The smaller version, introduced in 1992, has weight about 6.5 grams, diameter about 24.5 millimeters, same metal composition nickel. Because both versions were produced in the same year, collectors sometimes look for both coins to complete their collections. Mintage and circulation. Millions of 10 pence coins were produced in 1992 because it was a circulating coin used daily across the United Kingdom. However, the transition between the large and small size versions makes this year interesting for collectors. Some collectors enjoy finding both versions from 1992 because they represent an important change in the design of UK currency. Collector value. Now the big question many viewers ask, is the 1992 10 pence coin valuable? In most cases a normal circulated 1992 10 pence coin is still worth close to its face value of 10 pence. However, certain factors can increase its value. Coins in uncirculated condition. Proof versions produced for collectors. Rare mint errors. The large version from 1992, which some collectors like to keep because it was the final year before the full change to the smaller design. Depending on condition, some collectible examples can sell for a few dollars or more in the coin collector market. While it may not be extremely rare, it still has historical importance and collectible appeal. Why coin collectors love British coins? British coins are very popular among collectors around the world. One reason is the long and fascinating history of the British monarchy. For decades, coins featuring Queen Elizabeth circulated not only in the United Kingdom but also across many Commonwealth countries. Because the Queen appeared on coins for over 70 years, collectors often enjoy building collections showing how her portrait changed over time. The 1992 10 pence coin is part of that history. Final thoughts. To summarize, the 1992 10 pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth is an interesting piece of British currency history. It represents the UK decimal currency system, the reign of Queen Elizabeth, a major design change in the size of the 10 pence coin. Even though it was a common circulation coin, it still holds value for collectors, especially those who enjoy collecting world coins or British currency. Sometimes the coins we see every day can turn out to be historical treasures. If you enjoyed learning about the 1992 10 pence coin, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel USA Rare Coin 786, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next rare coin story. Also comment below and tell us, do you have this coin in your collection? Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video with another fascinating coin from around the world.